sure to cook. Today we're going to be doing meatball subs. We're going to do everything homemade. And I'm going to add a little Creole seasoning inside of there. I'm going to give this a great stir. Look at that, guys. I am good to go. I hear you. Yes. Oh my God, that is wonderful. So, that was about 4 to 5. I'm back. Bye.
Welcome back to another episode of Be Sure to Cook. Today, we're going to be making fried cauliflower. So stay tuned and let's do this. Okay, so I've got my cauliflower and I picked up one that's fresh. I've never done it with, frozen, but I guess you can. It'd probably be better. And then you can let it like unthaw, make sure, it unthaws real good. I guess you could use it, but I'm using fresh. But I guess you could try this dish with frozen too if you want. Okay, these are some pretty big florets. So I've cut some off and I'm going to cut these down to a normal size, which I call a normal size. Okay, so, and I'm going to do this with all of them. Okay, I've got some boiling water, but I'm going to wash these first. I got some nice boiling water. I got a little salt in it. And I've got, if you don't have it, you can just stick it in there. We're going to do that for like about 1 minute, 1.5 minutes. And I've got this strainer here where it goes down into my pot, and I can actually steam this for about 1 minute. So first of all, before we do any of that, guys, we're going to take them and put them over here in my strainer where I can go and take these babies for a good old wash. So let's go wash these up. Now my water is boiling. I'm going to drop my pan in there. Make sure my florets, I'm going to put the top on it, and I'm going to give it about 1 or 2 minutes. After I blanched the cauliflower for 1 minute, I took it and I put it in a cold bath or run cold water over to stop the cooking process because it was still cooked and it would cook until it gets mushy. So you want to stop that. Then I damped it with a paper towel, and then I put these in the refrigerator for about a good hour. Let them get nice and chill down very well so they can stay at their normal, so it won't be all soggy and mushy. They're firm and they're wonderful, and we're getting ready to fry these. Okay, so let's put these to the side and let's make our batter mix. Okay, here we go. We've got 2 large eggs, and it depends on how much cauliflower you want to fry. And if you don't have enough, look, see, I got a shell. It's okay. I always dig down in here. I know how to get these out good. I'm a professional at getting out. I don't do a lot of them, but I've had a lot of my time to do it. I'm washing my hands over here. Okay, so I'm gonna put some buttermilk in here. And buttermilk is good because it's really thick and it holds up well. And then I want to season this also because I don't want this to be bland. So for me, I'm going to put some garlic powder in here, maybe a whole teaspoon or a tablespoon. It depends on how much you're making. And then I'm just going to beat this all up really, really good. I'm beating it too much. Beating it all on my hands. Okay, so yeah. I'm going to mix this up. Buttermilk is really thick and it holds up very well. With the egg in that, it's really going to stick to my dry mix. Now let's make our dry mix. In my dry mix, I'm going to use some Italian breadcrumbs. Since I got a lot of them, I'm using pretty much because that wet mixture is going to mix in here with this, and it's going to make it, you're going to get lumps and everything. So you would have to take your strainer, and we're going to strain the good from the bad and get all those unnecessary lumps out once we get to dip it. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm using some good old Parmesan cheese. I want Parmesan in here, so I'm going to use for this to about a cup to about a half cup. Okay, I want to make sure that Parmesan cheese gets really in there. Then I've got some salt, a little sea salt. My salt's a little bit bigger, so but if you have table salt, make sure you use your table salt. Okay, then I also have some paprika. So I'm going to put a little paprika in here just for flavor. Uh-oh, out of paprika. I have to get a new one. Okay, then I've got, of course, guys, Mrs. Dash blend. I'm going to put that in there. Shake that around, give it a little bit of flavor. This has got a lot of everything. Pepper. If you want to, you can also add some ground pepper with that too. It's got pepper in here, but if I want big coarse peppers, so I'm just going to add a little ground. That's it. Then I'm going to mix this up. Okay, so now cauliflower don't come seasoned, and I want that season to come through. So I'm going to add a little salt to my cauliflower, just a little bit in there. And my famous Mrs. Dash blend, I'm just going to shake a little bit, and I'm going to toss this. And we're going to let this sit for a while, because if we let it sit, if you do it when you cool it down and you drain it right after you do that, what you should do is you should put your seasons on it, toss it around a little bit. That's what I recommend. Toss it around a little bit, put it in the refrigerator, and let it sit for an hour or so. And that's what we're going to do. Okay, so we're going to toss all of this around. Trying to get some flavor in here. Flavor on my cauliflower. And we don't want to break these. We just want to lightly toss these. So every little one of these can get a little seasoning. Okay, I've already started, and I'm going to put this in my egg wash. I'm going to drain this, and you can see that it's taking some of the season off, but not that much, because I still got season on it. I'm going to take it right to the breadcrumb, so it's going to go back to being seasoned. I'm going to have a light seasoning on that, and I'm going to toss this. I am tossing it, guys. I'm not going to break it up. I'm just tossing it, and I'm using the spatula to toss it and make sure all of it gets nice and breaded. And this is just one. If you want to go back and re-dip again, you can. So I'm going to do that all through until all of these are gone and they're all here. So, like I said, just take it, put it in your egg wash, kind of toss it, make sure every last one of them gets wet, everything. You're going to drain this, like holding it and let it drain slightly. And then take it, put it back into your breadcrumb mixture. And you want to gently toss it, making sure every breadcrumb is over this. Pick it up, kind of shake off a little bit of, and it should stay firm. If it's falling apart, then you overcooked it. So give it about a minute, and then take it out and put it straight into a ice bath, right away. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish these, and when I get back here, these should be all done, and I'll show you how to fry these up. Okay, so here it is, and they've already been coated down. If you want to, you can put these in a freezer. You can freeze these, put these in a Ziploc bag, freeze them, and you can always fry these a little later if you want. But for me, I'm going to fry them right now. So let's do this. Okay, so I'm going to start dropping these in, and you want to make sure you keep an eye on this. And for people who don't have a deep fryer, it's good to use a pan with oil, because you can keep a hold of how you want your heat. Low, high, medium. You know, because some people's stoves cook a little different. So I'm going to put a couple of them in there, and I am going to first I'm going to clean up my hands. I'm going to let these cook for a couple of minutes, just a couple of minutes. Okay, couple of minutes, and look at those. That's what you want, guys. You want something real pretty. So I'm about to take these out. Let me find something to put these in. I have to drain these. So I'm going to use a couple paper towels on a plate. You don't have to be fancy, or you can use whatever you want to use. But I'm going to use a couple paper towels, and I'm going to use a plate. Okay. And it depends. Turn down your heat if you want. If if these are not cooking, if you like yours really soft, some people like theirs soft. Some people like to have that little crunch. I like that little crunch. I like that little bite. They're done, but you just want that little crunch. You know, I love that. I hate to get them and you bite into one and they're like really mushy. You know, that means they overcooked them for me. But you can cook yours the way you want. And look at that. Oh my God. And look at all that flavor in there. See that? That's some good flavor. I'm going to put that on there. And I just blanched them. If a minute is not where you want it and it's not tender, go for a half more minute. Go until you know they're tender, but they're still firm. Look at that. So let's go ahead and do that other batch. Now we're plating these. All right. This is my version of fried cauliflower. So I like it where it can have a little crunch and a great taste and not a lot of batter on it. And I'm going to use, I like ranch, but you don't have to use ranch. You can also use tomato sauce or, you know, any kind of sauce you want to dip your fried cauliflower in. Or you can have marinara. Please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hey, because guess what? I didn't do this alone. We did this. You and me. We did this together. And I hope we can do plenty more dishes. Please come back and let's do another show. Thanks for watching. Bye.